Hello, and welcome to another video demonstration for the ILMI database. Today we are going to look at how you would add a new client or participant to the database. First, it's recommended that you do a client search to see if a file already exists for this person. Do this by clicking on Client Search under the General Options menu on the left-hand side of the database screen. Here, you can enter first name, last name, or both if you had it, as well as postal code or phone number, or fields you can use to search for the client file. Enter the information and click Begin Search. As you can see from our client search results summary bar, there was no record found for a client with the last name Silver. If there had been, in this box, we would see the client ID, name, address, and phone number if there were one on file. And under options, there would be a blue hyperlink called Details, which we would click on to go to the client file. To add this client now to the database, go to the upper left-hand corner of your screen where you see Add Access Client. Click here to open a new client information screen. Here, we would input the information relevant for this client. The field for band community has a drop-down menu. Click here. And we can choose to search for the appropriate band or community by province or by keyword. And what we are looking for here is the band or community that the participant belongs to or is a member of. When we choose our reserve status of on reserve or off reserve or unspecified, by default the system marks the status as on reserve. If the participant is living on reserve, the next step is to then record which reserve or band community that the person is living on, which can be different from the band or community that they are a member of. So here I will choose First Nation B. So as you can see, this person is a member of First Nation A, but actually lives in the community of First Nation B. Next, you would enter the telephone number or email address if you have that for the client. And their mailing address is mandatory. Once we've entered in all the appropriate information for the client information screen, click Save. That is all that is required to open a client file in the ILMI database. Once we've hit Save, you will notice two things. First, over here on the left-hand side of our screen, we now have a new menu, which is the Client Options menu. And under here are all the different options that we can use for entering information or data on this particular client in the ILMI project. Second is now up top, we have a client information summary box. And this box or bar follows the client screens as you navigate through the different options. Of particular interest here is the client ID. This is a unique 7-digit number that is automatically generated by the system each time a new client is added. This ID is a number that can be used when reaching out to ILMI support. For example, if you have a question about this client file or you've encountered an error and you are looking for assistance, you can call or email support using this 7-digit number And we can find the client using that number within the system as it's unique to the ILMI database. Also, you can use this number yourself when searching for a client record, or if you log in again and you wish to add or edit something for this client file, you can simply take this 7-digit number, add it here in this search client ID field, click Add Access Client, and this time it will bring you to the client information screen for the client belonging to that client ID. And that is how you add a new participant or client to the ILMI database.